This is Tom Howe from the Legal Technology Group. In your litigation preparedness plan, you should mention the types of files used at the company. Document the various file types, and we have a spreadsheet with over 24,000 computer file types that exist today. This is changing every day. For example, as Windows 7 was released, even new file types were added. Also, you have to keep track of older file types and programs because litigation deals with legacy data. If we look at an individual laptop, if that's involved in your litigation, there are several different kinds of files. In the litigation response plan, I would talk about these types of files, and they can be categorized in a few major groups. There are system files that exist in most cases in the Windows directory on the C drive. In most litigation cases, those files are not necessary, but in some cases they may be, and this should be documented. In the Program Files folder in Windows has all of the programs installed on a laptop, for example, Microsoft products, Adobe products, and so on. In many cases, these files are also not necessary in normal litigation. One mistake that companies make is they will take an image of a hard drive of a server, computer, or laptop and send it to a vendor and say, process these files. That means take the files, put them in a database, and make them searchable for litigation. This is often a waste of money if we include all of these system files and program files on the computer. For example, on my laptop, if you had a typical vendor process those files in just my system folder and program files folder, most vendors would charge about $1,500 for that. And in most cases, it's absolutely useless data and information. What you should focus on, though, is the types of files that are involved in the particular cases that you have. And this may include document files such as Microsoft Word files, Microsoft Excel files, emails, and other file types. Here's an example of some file extensions of common file types that you'll see in most corporations. As I mentioned, document files, DOC files, are Microsoft Word, PPT would be PowerPoint, MDB would be an Access database. And of course there's PDF, TXT files, and as I mentioned, over 24,000 others. If your case involves financial data, there's no reason to look at photographs, video files, and other multimedia files, which are often the largest files on your computer. You might focus on Excel, XLS files, Quicken, QuickBook files, Microsoft Money, and many of the corporate accounting database files that exist. For example, with QuickBooks, here are the common file types. You can see those on the slide. And these you may want to search for if your case involves financial issues. Here's a screenshot of a spreadsheet that includes the financial type of files involved in litigation. Again, we have 24,000 documented, and they can be broken into various types. You know, I mentioned video, sound, and other files, and for certain types of cases, such as intellectual property cases, these may be the most important files. So in those cases, you might filter, or what we call cull, all of the files that don't relate to multimedia. Get rid of the Word and Excel files and focus on the MP3 audio files, the AVI files, which are video files, and the other file types relating to video and sound, if it involves intellectual property. Again, we can help with all of these issues. Legal Technology Group has experience working with corporate clients, developing a litigation response plan, and feel free to give us a call. This is Tom Howe from the Legal Technology Group.